guys, we are here in beautiful Boston today, continuing our Great American Menswear Tour. We're starting the tour of Boston on Newbury Street. I mean, everybody in menswear is wondering, is it going to turn around? Is it going to start growing again? What is the state of menswear? How to survive? Did you guys notice he said that it probably wasn't up to our standard?
It's our standard.
That's really what sets you apart is the movement. That is the word on the street in Boston, which appears to be one of the kind of a melting pot for menswear in America there.
Date & Liberty's been around for about 9 years or so at this point. They were online only for a while, and then this was the first brick and mortar location. We specialize in athletic menswear.
Basically, as you see, we sell all made in Italy suits. We sell suits, jackets, shirts. Most of them, like you see, it's made in Italy. A suit makes a man.
We ran into Giuliano.
Loro Piana, Zegna, Piacenza, Carnet are really the Lamborghini and Ferrari of the cloth.
Before we leave, we gotta try those crab cakes. Well, there's a lot of people running. What are they running for? They're scared. They're terrified. They must be running from something. That is really good. Welcome to the Great American Menswear Tour. Join me as we explore the cities at the heart of American style, the stores improving our dress, the wares of a gentleman, the people behind the threads, the dining of a classier dress code, and the culture of menswear in America. So we're here at Mulberry Street. My boys are here helping me. You know, menswear is interesting to them. So Muggsy, so they had some dressier stuff, but did you guys notice he said that it probably wasn't up to our standard?
It's our standard.
Why do you think he assumed our standards are higher than his?
We're a vertically integrated company, Dutch-based. I guess you asked what sets us apart. So we are able to source fabrics from Italy, but have the manufacture in our own facilities in China. So if you look here, even this particular suit, this is Super 110's Italian wool. But this starting point is $4.99. So what's nice with us is we have a good price range that can accommodate most guys within the Boston area.
So that's really what sets you apart is the quality of the materials with the custom cut.
Yeah, so we can do off the shelf in the sense that we offer alterations via our tailor shop downstairs, but we can do complete made to measure where you can kind of pick out certain fabrics, certain linings, things that you're feeling more so. Make it a little bit more personalized to you, add some monograms. We become quite a wedding hotspot in Boston. I guess between the variety of colors and COVID kind of eliminating a lot of businesses in the area, we are one of the last spots standing in terms of different varieties of greens, browns, wool silk linen blends versus pure Italian wool, 4-ply wools, so a little bit more of a denser feel. But I think just the range of fabrics that we have to offer at the price point, it's really tough to beat. And if you want to look too, we even have our custom room right in the back here. So this is where we do a lot of the custom made fittings in itself. So this is where the magic happens. But people generally have different variety of fabrics to choose from if they had any personal preferences. We have fall, winter weights, some spring, summer materials as well. And then we also offer custom dress shirts, we offer shoes, made in Italy, offer ties as well, and then yeah.
Tell us about menswear in Boston.
I think menswear in Boston compared to the rest of the U.S., where Boston in itself is pretty academic, so it's a lot of first-time suit shoppers that come through here, like a lot of classic navies, classic grays. We've seen an influx of people wanting their stuff a little bit more relaxed, so we've been offering that as a fit option too. Kind of more casual, maybe less structure on the shoulders, slightly wider leg pants. I am not too keen on that personally. I do like a traditional like UK fit with the side adjusters and the single pleats. I'm big into like the sartorial details. But I think Boston oftentimes is relatively well dressed, but they tend to lean more towards conservative classics.
Okay. Who in Boston is wearing suits these days?
I'd say a lot of the finance guys are still wearing suits. We have a lot of lawyers, but I've noticed too, as the world's gotten a little bit more casual since COVID, a lot of people are going no tie, maybe doing t-shirts underneath the suits as opposed to shirt and tie, which I kind of like. I'm actually doing that myself.
Today.
Yeah, exactly.
Where do you get the t-shirt? Do you guys sell t-shirts?
We do. This is a cotton silk one, so it's a little bit dressier to touch, so a little bit more polished. But I feel like these have been quite popular, and like people are doing polos underneath the suits as opposed to dress shirts. I like the fact that though they're staying relatively conservative in color, they're more open to trying out different ways of wearing it, which we encourage too, whether it's loafers, sneakers, lace-ups.
Yeah. Are there any restaurants in town or events that require formal wear?
I think Harvard Business School usually has a black tie event sometime November, and then also right in the beginning of the year, like September or so. So it's almost like clockwork. Like usually around like middle to end of August, you see an influx of college students coming in for the black tie events.
I'm curious about a starter closet. So let's say I wear suits once a week religiously. What should I have in a starter closet for that?
Starter closet, definitely a navy, classic navy. I usually tend to encourage navy a little bit more often than black just because it's easier to pair shirt and tie combinations with. So for the college student that's trying to get more mileage from the suit, I think navy's generally a little bit safer than black.
Yeah, and you're talking like the kind of typical dark navy. Yeah.
Pretty classic. Navy and gray for sure are my favorite starters. And what's nice is usually the jacket and pants with these two are pretty interchangeable.
Okay.
Black tends to be a little bit more unique in the sense that more often than not, especially in Boston, it's more so for formal events.
Are there other notable menswear providers in the area that you think would help us tell the story of Boston better?
Oh, sure. I mean, we have Alton Lane, which is down Newbury on the left-hand side. I know they're exclusively made to measure. Then there's Indochino, which is right next door to them, which is also exclusively made to measure as well.
If we were going to eat around here in a suit, where would you recommend?
In a suit, okay.
Yeah.
Definitely Contessa.
Contessa?
Yeah, right on the top of the Newbury Hotel. Great food, really good view, but definitely a more elevated experience overall.
Okay, do they require a suit to eat there at all?
No, not generally, but I think guys that show up there more often than not pretty dressed up.
Okay, well thanks for your time. Giovanni, right?
Yeah, that's me.
So I really liked Suit Supply. They were very helpful. They were more focused on suits off the rack than I thought they would be. We're gonna check out State of Liberty. Tell us about the store and this brand.
State and Liberty's been around for about 9 years or so at this point. They were online only for a while, and then this was the first brick and mortar location. So we specialize in athletic menswear. So what that means is all of our stuff is cut uniquely. It gives you more room in the chest and shoulders, tapers towards the waist for more of a fitted look. As far as pants go, that means more room in the thigh, more room in the seat, and it's gonna taper towards your calf. So we're aiming for a more fitted look, but it's possible with our fabric. Everything's made from like a performance stretch fabric, which means that it's got 4-way stretch built into it. Everything's moisture wicking, it's wrinkle resistant, and machine washable, including all of our suits. All of our dress shirts you can see on the wall back here. Plenty of different styles and patterns over here. Got suits scattered all around throughout the store. Some more like casual type pants over here, a flat front tech chino. This is super popular for more of a business casual type look. And then we do a couple of unstructured blazers as well. So your linens, we just got some knit ones in today. On that side, you're gonna see like our casual, like short sleeve button downs, polo styles, made with like a sports shirt material.
I just like the athletic fit. Like so many suit brands they're made for like overweight people in their 50s.
Yeah.
And so you wear them and they just look horrible.
Yeah.
I try to be a little bit more fit, and so those suits don't look good on me. So I love the idea of athletic fit.
I mean, that's exactly the idea behind it. It was started by two athletes out of University of Michigan, wrestler and a hockey player. They just couldn't find something that fit their body off the rack. It was always too boxy like that. So then they just started this.
How is the made to measure? Is it like you basically take your suit types and take their body measurements and kind of fit, or how does it?
So that back rack there has all of our sizing garments.
Okay.
So the way it works here is we throw you in a couple of products, some of the like sizing garments that we've got measured out already.
Yeah.
And then we'll just take adjustments on your body from there.
Okay,
So just
gotcha.
take stuff out of the chest, out of the waist and hips and jackets, or
Okay.
out of the thigh in your pants.
Gotcha.
And so it takes about 5 to 6 weeks to manufacture one of those.
All right.
But there's over 100 different fabrics that you can choose from. You customize buttons, stitching, pockets, inside liner, all of that.
If people are online, could they do this online as
We
well?
do offer virtual sizing appointments. It's best to try to make your way to a store. Just
Okay.
I feel like it's a more reliable fit if we can be there assisting you throughout the fitting process. But if it's impossible to get close to a State and Liberty,
Yeah.
you can definitely set something up that way.
Okay, and I'm sure you're in a lot of the major cities.
Yeah, we have 31 different stores at this point. Most major cities around the U.S. and then a couple in Canada as well.
Cool. So what are the price points
Sure.
for you guys?
Yeah, so a suit off the rack for us is $550. That includes blazer and pants. Dress shirts, if they're long sleeve, they all go for $95. Short sleeve button downs are $85. Polo style $82. And then even with our custom, we do 2 different tiers of custom. So the lower of the two is $685. The upper one is $800.
What type of men are still wearing this more formal type of clothing?
Anyone and anyone. I mean,
A lot of people.
Yeah, it's regardless. I mean, we're a newer company. The athletic fit, it's geared towards a younger demographic, but we see everybody. Any kind of body type is welcome into the store to try to get fitted. And yeah, we can accommodate anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
it just depends on your needs, what's
Yeah.
going on in your life.
What are people wearing then predominantly? Like, I get that you guys have lots of choices, but what's the most popular
Yeah,
thing that people are wearing?
totally. I would say it's probably like one of our dress shirts with a combination of a chino. So 9 times out of 10, if you're looking for something casual, wear to the office type wear, you'll end up in one of these. Just our
So
flat
it's like
front chino.
Business casual is
Precisely.
basically what
Yeah.
people are wearing.
I'd say that dominates, and
Okay.
then pair it with one of our dress shirts, one of our polos, something a little more casual.
And are there any popular events that people dress up for here, like fundraisers or other things that you just know they're going to happen every year? People are going to be coming in buying
Yeah.
suits for this thing.
Totally, a big one was the Winter Ball. So that's a big citywide event where you get like all of the like police, firefighters, military. People will come in, and it's a nice gala that they put on for them. So we definitely see a lot of customers coming in for that.
Who puts that on, and what? Tell me about that.
I think the city puts it on.
Okay.
I think it is a City of Boston event,
They celebrate people in Boston, and
pretty much.
it's just like a gala to bring people together.
Right, that type of thing. Also, I mean, Boston's a college town, so graduations in the springtime,
Yeah.
everybody will be looking for a suit.
And I love your guys' selection. You guys are in a great place on Newbury. What other providers are local that help give Boston its menswear vibe? What other providers do
If
you
you
know?
walk up and down Newbury Street, you'll see a ton of different suit shops. So
Yeah.
we have Suit
just
Supply
wondering if there's-
across the corner is one of them that a lot of people go to. Bonobos in the Prudential Center over there is another one.
Okay.
Head further down, you'll get your Ralph Lauren. And then you'll find one-off places, like there's a place that specializes in tuxedos only. Alton Lane is another good one. They do like made-to-measure type suits like we do.
Okay. And last question, where should we eat? Or
Yeah, I would check out the north end of
Okay.
Boston. So that's like the old Italian district, like brownstone houses and things like that.
Okay.
A lot of good Italian food over there. It's hard to miss. You pick, throw a dart at the restaurants there and you'll pick a good one.
Okay. Okay.
My favorite's this place called the Barking Crab. It's down on the waterfront.
All right, so we just got done with the tour at State of Liberty. I'm in love with their suit sizing. The athletic fit is really great for my body type. The fabrics were good. The fact that I can buy additional pants to go with the suits and they kind of fit right off the rack is a big selling point for me. So definitely tempted by that gray suit and maybe back later today. We ran into Giuliano, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his store, maybe give us a tour, and then we'll jump into all things Boston.
Yes. This company, Clothing from Italy, is a very old company that started in Bari Italy from my great-grandmother. So Italy used to be a kingdom, and my family was basically serving the noble families of the city where we basically lived, Bari, which is in the southeastern part of Italy, then became part of Italy in 1862. So part is actually part of the Kingdom of Two Sicilies, and then passes into the Italian history. So clothing from Italy means Italian clothing, and Italy has a great tradition in making clothing, in basically creating something new, different, and elegant. That's what we are about. We bring it, actually, you can come with me. We bring here most probably all of the production of the Italian mills in Italy. There is an area between Torino and Milano where all the Italian cloth is made. And so our customers can come, choose the cloth, and then choose the different models, because we carry no inventory. We just work on just in time.
Okay.
So like an old sartoria, an old tailoring shop, but with technology, with software, with taking pictures of our customers, sharing them with our clients. We were actually, and there was a report from the Italian major network, RAI. We were the first one to connect via video conference our tailors to the American clients. So finally, our clients had the opportunity to work directly with the tailor in Italy.
So let's say I came in and I want to buy my first suit. Let's say I'm gonna start wearing a suit every week, maybe to church, or I just know I'm gonna wear a suit once a week. What would you
recommend? I mean, number one is based on budget. And what happens is that we do have the opportunity to offer different ranges of budgets. On the ready-to-wear, we start in the $800.
Okay.
But we can go up to a $10,000 suit. Mm-hmm. And so what happens is, on top here, you will see because, sometimes people are like, what are the fabrics, Loro Piana, Zegna, Piacenza, Carnet are really the Lamborghini and Ferrari of the cloth.
If someone comes in with a higher budget, they can afford more expensive cloths.
Just to show you, this is like a Super 200 by Loro Piana. And here we are in the upper, but you can feel it and see the quality.
Very soft.
Very soft. And so I explain to my customers that, because they're like, okay, what makes the difference between? So there's, number one, men wears mostly wool at different grades of wool. So the higher the grams per square inch, the heavier is the wool, the more is indicated for winter, and vice versa. Mm-hmm. So competition is number one on the sheep, believe it or not. There are three major areas in the world: Australia, South America, and Kashmir. In India. And so companies...
Kashmir is from India?
Yeah, Kashmir is an area of India where basically there's sheep that have that particular softness in the wool. The wool then is made by companies that utilize machinery. So every company competes with their engineering team to have the best machinery to create a cloth like this one.
Okay.
Then you have the designers.
Yeah.
So imagine how many, you see, we have about 15,000 choices here. Wow. So the designer needs to be able to imagine how, today there's software, but before there wasn't. Imagine how this is going to become a jacket. Mm-hmm. And we are actually capable to show to our customers. We have special software where we can scan and we can show how the jacket will look like. Okay. This is one company. Our major focus is ceremony. So we...
Weddings?
Weddings. Mm-hmm. No, ceremony in general, but weddings particularly.
I see. How would you describe menswear in Boston today?
Yeah. It's very... Especially after COVID, people work from home. We used to have CEOs because we are in the financial district, that would come and buy 10 jackets to say. Mm-hmm. That doesn't, very, very rare.
So they used to 10, 15 years ago, and now they don't?
No, COVID really killed the market.
So that's like 4 years ago.
Yes, it really changed the market. It didn't kill it, but it changed the market quite a bit because people work from home. Yeah. I have a $10,000 suit in the back that this gentleman purchased and does not come to pick up.
Oh, really?
He's a CFO of a company.
He paid for it? He just never came again?
And I call him all the time. He's like, I don't have time. I don't use it. I'm like, why did you do it? He's like, as soon as the ceremony comes, I'll come to pick it up.
Ceremony. So what are the ceremonies that people are going?
Weddings, bar mitzvahs, all sort of like very special events. Okay. But I would say that 90% are weddings. So we really focus. And our motto is we celebrate the creation of new families as a company.
That's awesome.
We really mean it.
So you have a lot of choices and you can basically create anything,
Yes.
but most people are probably choosing only a couple things. Like, what are those things that most people are wearing that you're interacting with today?
But you have to consider, in a ceremony, I would say 50% of the market is in the tuxedos, it's in creating tuxedo, which can go, from a very basic tuxedo to a tuxedo like that one, which we presented actually at New York Fashion Week last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We do Dubai, Muscat, and New York, very soon Milano and Paris.
Are there any popular events in town that people attend that they dress up for?
Yeah, no, for example, Boston Pops.
Boston pubs, is that what?
Boston Pops is a Boston Symphony Orchestra.
Oh, okay.
So everything that has to do with classic, wearing. Consider also Boston as 32 universities. So when graduation comes, there's a lot of requests in that area.
We're in town for maybe to buy a suit.
Yes.
Where should we eat?
Where should we eat? Well, we have North End, but in the North End, there's really 2-3 restaurants that are genuinely Italian. If you're looking for the Italian experience, I can name Bricco, I can name Forcella. In here, there's, at the corner actually, there's the best Napolitan pizza. If you want pizza. It's made by a Napolitan friend that actually brought the oven from Italy. I'm Italian, so I can definitely, steer you in that direction.
Yeah.
But, the Japanese
Well, you're
cuisine,
not
I
the
cannot
only-
tell you which one is really the best.
You're not the only one that's mentioned Italian food and the North End, so. And they weren't Italian. Today we're in Boston.
I can tell you Boston is a beautiful city. Great people, great food.
How long have you been in Boston?
Oh, a long time.
A long time.
Yeah.
Very good. And your name was?
Moes.
Moes?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Ben.
Nice to meet you too, Ben. So basically, as you see, we sell all made in Italy suits. Suits, jackets, shirts. Most of them, like you see, it's made in Italy, 100% cotton for the shirts. Whatever you see, like is here, is all Italian made. Whatever it's like, we deal with different brands in Italy. So, like, we have Vicenza, all of them, like 100% super refined wool. This is all for the off-the-rack suits. We do also custom made. We have big different options of custom made. We work with different brands. Like you see Loro Piana. We don't use the name of Loro Piana because Loro Piana is a famous brand. It's a top-notch fabric in the world. Okay. We use their fabric. If a customer come in like to the store, like he wants to do custom suits, we buy the fabric from Loro Piana. We make the suit in Italy. They ship it here. Okay. And we do the last fitting. Okay. Like Loro Piana, we have Xenia, Solbiati, Reda. Those are the most like good fabric like we work.
So let's say I need my first suit. What would you recommend?
First, we ask about the budget. When you talk about Italian fabric, Loro Piana is like, when you say Loro Piana, at least 1 meter costs like between 300 and 400 euro. So it's expensive fabric. It costs like $300, Okay. Yeah. If you go buy Loro Piana suits at a Loro Piana store, let's say you go to Newbury Street, you can go check the price of the rack, not even custom.
Right. Yeah.
So it goes up
so
to
it's
$5,000.
that quality, but same fabric, similar quality, a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, a little bit cheaper. We can offer different other options of a little bit cheaper. Goes around $1,300, $1,700. Different other type of fabrics.
And they run $99. Is that?
Yes, $99 is that's the price of the of our. Yeah, we do have like bow ties, regular bow ties, like tight bow ties.
Anything notable about your cufflinks?
Cufflinks, like we get like whatever people likes. We do like cars brands, golf cufflinks, tennis cufflinks,
Do those
college.
sell well?
Yeah, they sell well. Like people, especially golf cufflinks, like people like they buy a lot golf cufflinks.
Like golf clubs?
MIT, Harvard cufflinks, those like the people they get. They buy. They say like people like music or in the music.
So something personal to them.
All the time. It's like you try to be personal.
And
like
these
the
run
college.
about $60. Is that what the
54.
$54? Okay. And that's great to know. So when someone comes in, what are they buying most?
Most like suits.
And what color suit?
Navy and charcoal.
It's probably like a deeper navy, right?
Oh yes, like I showed you this navy. Or they go like something like this also.
Darker navy, slightly lighter navy. And where's your charcoal?
Oh, we do have charcoal right here.
So
This
it's
is
a little bit
charcoal.
lighter than black.
Like you see, like
Still
this-
pretty black, but
No, it's the charcoal. So this is black. You see the difference?
yeah. A little lighter.
Yeah. So you can see like about the suit, like everything is by handmade stitches,
Yeah.
like full lining. Most of the people request half canvas because I know you understand a little bit the suit industry.
A little bit.
Like you know what's mean fused or not fused.
Yeah.
Like fuse, like that makes a difference between a fuse. They use glue inside. It's like that's a problem we have it all the time with like quality stores of suits. We all the time people think like a suit is a cheap, but it's not a cheap suit.
Yeah.
Like it's the industry. Like I can go to China, makes like thousands of polyester suit and sell it for $100.
Yeah.
And people, wow, I like going there. Like there's a cheap suit, but the suit makes a man.
Yeah. So what's your best menswear tips? What do people need to know about
Check by the quality. Like I tell
quality
you,
fabric?
oh yeah, quality fabric, something really fits you well.
Uh-huh.
And
So
because
fit is important.
oh yeah, of course.
So
because
fabric and fit.
I tell you, so you see here, this is what you see Italian tags. So this is 52. When you see 52, that's Italian size, which is like 42. That's what makes difference also between also. This
So
is
I'm a 40. How does that translate
40.
into?
We could be both of us 40, but we don't have the same size of the drop. That's
Oh,
what
okay.
makes difference between Italian suit. And this is a drop.
Oh, okay.
So what you have,
7-inch
suit
drop.
could be you buy a suit off the rack, but it sounds like a custom for you, really custom, because you were like, that's a drop. This is in the front. This is when you say that's a drop. We both of us 40. I have a belly. You don't have a belly. So sometimes
however far that comes out
Yeah.
is the drop.
yes.
Gotcha.
Whatever drops goes up, whatever goes thinner.
Uh-huh.
Whatever goes down, whatever goes bigger. Goes bigger in front. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about the quality, super quality suit.
Yeah.
Like suit you take is 10,000 times to the dry cleaning, but it still stand the same quality. You see 170s, like or 100 like Royal for Loro Piana. I tell you, these suits, like these fabrics, they are also really expensive, like 170 Royal,
Uh-huh.
Wish. This like you can touch the fabric. Look. That's why it makes Loro Piana a good brand.
Huh. And where would you recommend we eat around here?
Oh yeah, you can go North End. North
Okay.
End is like we have pretty choice of good restaurants, like a good pizza. Personally, if I want to eat pizza in North End, I go to Quattro. They have a
Quattro?
they have a good authentic Italian pizza,
Okay.
Napolitans. Because it's an Italian store, I can tell you only about Italian food, right?
That's great.
So if
Hey,
you want to eat like authentic pizza, you can go to Quattro. It's real close in Boson.
okay.
Yeah.
Just toured a couple more shops downtown Boston. The shops down here were definitely more custom, and depending on location, it seems like they have their loyal customer base. Their customer base changed with COVID. I mean, everybody in menswear is wondering, is it going to turn around? Is it going to start growing again? What is the state of menswear? How to survive? I got some questions from store owners about how I'm making money, how I'm supporting myself in this industry. And so I think that's the question on everyone's mind, like how has the industry changed since COVID? And it was interesting to see it from their perspective. Big focus on weddings. I like the word that one of the store owners used, which was ceremonies. He said their business is ceremonies now. So that is the word on the street in Boston, which appears to be one of the kind of a melting pot for menswear in America there. All the major stores are here, as well as some smaller shops that are more local to Boston. You can smell the salt in the air. If you can see in the distance, there's a crab shop that one of the menswear people mentioned. So we tried to get here before they closed. Unfortunately, it's 7 o'clock. All the menswear stores are now closed. I think by necessity concludes our tour of Boston. But before we leave, we got to try those crab cakes. We're in the area, and so we're going to head over to grab some crab cakes. So this is fish and chips. We got the crab cakes and fries, and then the clam chowder here. I'm looking forward to trying this. I'm gonna try the chowder first. Oh man, that is really good. What do you think? So good.
I've never had crab before.
That is really good. It has potato in it. The flavor is amazing. Very creamy. I see why this place is highly recommended. All right, so we're gonna try a bite of these crab cakes. They have this orange sauce on the bottom. I'm gonna try to get a lot of that sauce. I'm not the biggest seafood fan, but if it's made of crab meat and it tastes this good, it's got to be pretty good, because I typically wouldn't eat just plain crab. The sauce is really good, flavorful. It kind of has a dill flavor, a little bit of dill flavor. It's fairly good, and that says a lot for being seafood, which is not my favorite. Ben, try a bite. All right, so here's the fish and chips. I do love fried fish. Oh, well, there's a lot of people running. What are they running for? They're scared. They're terrified. They must be running from something. That's a lot of people running. So Boston is famous for a marathon, the Boston Marathon, and must be part of the city culture to run. We're gonna try these fish and chips. It's fried fish. Put some tartar sauce. I'm just gonna try it with the tartar sauce first. That is really good. The bread is crispy to perfection. The oil is clean. It's very good. We'll try the coleslaw. Coleslaw is a little bland, but I think if I use a little bit of fish, a little bit of tartar sauce, and then a little bit of coleslaw, try that. That's the way to do it. A little bit of fish, a little bit of the tartar sauce, a little bit of the coleslaw. Delicious. My conclusion for Boston is this is really America. Like, if there is an American brand of suit, it is here. And even well-known world brands are here. I expected to come and get a sense for Boston, but really what I got a sense for is American menswear style is here in Boston. And it's got to be one of the best places in the world to come and to try a suit. One of the guys recently said that Brooks Brothers closed down, but all the other suit companies that are adapting to this new world of technology and sizing and custom suit, custom fit, those companies seem to be thriving, and that is Boston. A little bit of shopping, a little bit of food, and a little bit of America. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe for our future tours. Our next tour should be New York if everything goes as planned, and then there'll be other cities along the East Coast and cities moving back towards the West Coast. But subscribe, like, hit a button. Let me show you how to hit.
Hit it.
Hit it. Okay, hit those buttons. This has been signing out.